Speaking of elite, you know what I'm saying? Elite players usually come out on Christmas. We had the schedule of the Christmas games. We had quite a few good games to pick out of a lot of young talent. A good chance to see where the NBA is at right now.
Mm-hmm.
So, what did you feel about the Christmas games?
It was a good, interesting to see. The next game was a close one. Ben Simmons didn't have one of his best performances out there. That was good lockdown defense by the Knicks on that standpoint. Embiid, unfortunately, I think got injured after this game or something like that.
I would hope not.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I heard something about it, but I hope he's pretty good. But he's been battling injuries.
Yeah.
But he's the reason why this team wins games. When he plays, they win.
I mean, he's that talented a player. I think he's one of the best young players in the game.
Yeah.
So I think he showcases amazing talent, even though Enes Kanter had a ridiculous game against him. I think he had 31 and 22, which was a phenomenal account. I continue to tell people like Enes Kanter is the best low post big in the NBA, and he's been that way based on his points in the paint for the last 3 seasons. He's a number 3 pick for a reason. Very talented player.
He better, but you just only got to watch out about like tipping off the Turkish government.
Yeah.
They talk about they wanted to face 4 years in jail for talking smack.
You better not get caught in the wrong place and get deported. It seems like the Turkish government is about it. I respect the fact that he's turning into our newest New York Gotham goon. He's standing up to not only LeBron James, the Turkish government, Donald Trump, whoever comes across the Knicks, he's out here ready to stand tall for that team. I love it. I think that we might have to trade Willie Hernangomez and just re-sign Kanter for the long run, because this is what Willie Hernangomez will become in 2 years. But this is what Kanter is now.
But
so it was a great game. Shout out to Porzingis. We're missing Tim Hardaway Jr. That's really the Knicks closer right now. And at this time, the games they've lost is because Porzingis has struggled to close. Ntilikina is a little bit young. Is not ready to create the plays at the end. That's where Hardaway is the creator. He's
Cornelius, sometimes I see he seems a little too wild towards the end. So.
Yeah. He's more a 3/4 player.
Yeah.
Whereas Tim Hardaway is definitely he's a finisher. And we hope to see him back soon. The Knicks are going to need him. They have a long stretch, 16 out the next 20 on the road. So we'll see about that. But big game for the Sixers. I hope that Markelle Fultz, the number 1 pick, comes back soon for the Sixers.
I would love to see him.
He still hasn't played so far this season. I hope he doesn't end up like Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons as number 1 picks that did not get to play their first year with the Sixers. And Nerlens Noel, but we're not even going to get into that far. We move into the controversial but very infamous and great game we had between the Cavaliers and the Warriors in Golden State. No Steph Curry, no Isaiah Thomas, but very competitive game. We had Kevin Durant
D-Rose
go at it. Yeah, Derrick Rose still working his way back. I think he has bone spurs in his ankle, so he's working his way back.
Yeah.
Isaiah Thomas is starting to practice. He might be back in the next week or 2. So Steph Curry should be back in a week or 2. So in the January matchup, we might see both of them on the court.
Might be a different game.
Yeah, but we did see Kevin Durant, who has proved himself to be an elite rim protector.
Mm-hmm.
He's actually second in the league in blocks per game. He's been playing a top-tier defensive level basketball.
Yeah, Adam with still scoring 20-plus points a game. Scoring 25 in this.
Shooting at a high clip. Him and Draymond Green, I must say, have been elite interior defenders, if I must say, that have led a top 5 defensive team.
Mm-hmm.
Without Steph Curry, they're still out here winning games by good margins.
Yes.
Playing
with their point guard backup, McGraw?
Yeah. And they got Quinn Cook, who's in the D-League. He's a rookie that came out of Duke.
And Nick Young's been placing good minutes in.
So shout out to Steve Kerr over there making it work. But he has some superstars to play with. And Kevin Durant. But on the other side, we have LeBron James' big-time game.
Yeah.
Triple-double time. For LeBron James, he is the best player in the NBA again. He's made that very clear this year.
Yes, he has.
Without the help that he was expecting coming in,
Next.
He's still been able to take his game up to the necessary levels to make them one of the best teams in the East.
True. And he was the reason why they went in that winning streak when he got rolling. They couldn't start losing. Kevin Love actually had a good game in this one too. 31 points.
I think he gets Chris Bosh. I don't think people give him enough love. How great he is.
They forgot who he was in the Timberwolves, but
Kevin Love was a different kind of beast.
Yeah. But all in all, the Warriors end up taking this one, 99-92.
Correct. Brown went for 20.6 boards, 6 assists. He only shot 7 for 18 from the field, 2 for 7 from 3-point line. But Kevin Love had a monster game. 31 points, 18 rebounds, 6 threes. Played good basketball. We had Dwayne Wade had 13, 5 rebounds, 4 assists off the bench.
Yeah.
Solid. But Kyle Korver was definitely locked down. Jeff Green was locked down. Tristan Thompson, 0 for 4. J.R. Smith, 0 for 5. Jeez. They really struggled. Draymond Green on the other side, he went for the triple-double. 12 points, 12 rebounds, 11 assists. Kevin Durant, 25 and 7 boards. Klay Thompson, 24 and 7 boards. And yeah, they had Patrick McGraw also playing point guard for them. He was able to put 9 points in for them also. Iguodala off the bench, 9.6 rebounds. So they had a real team effort there.
Team effort. They've been playing team basketball. That's the whole prerogative of the whole team.
But Kevin Durant came up with a massive 5 blocks and 2 steals.
Yeah.
To also complement the 25 points and the 7 rebounds. So Kevin went out there and proved that he was out there doing things.
Solid game.
Moving on, we had the Wizards playing the Celtics in a matinee with point guards, young star point guards in this league, John Wall versus Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of times throughout this game that they go back and forth and getting the best of one another. But I think John Wall had the more effective game with 21 points and 14 rebounds.
14 assists, yeah.
14 assists?
Yeah. Kyrie, on the other hand, just 20 points and 5 assists, 4 boards.
A lot of those assists could have been a lot more assists. There was a lot of misses on the Celtics side. It was not really firing as well as they were in the last previous games. So Wizards did have the better advantage, and I think Martin Gortat had a pretty good, solid game.
Yeah, 11 points, 10 boards.
Yes, especially on the inside.
Correct. We also had Otto Porter, 3 for 5 from long range, 20 points, 6 boards. Yeah. Bradley Beal led all scores with 25 points and 8 rebounds. Even though he went 0 for 6 from long range.
Yeah, he struggled. He struggled in the second half, unable to score. Still shooting a lot.
Speaking of shooting, Jason Tatum is shooting scorching.
Yes.
Shooting over 50% from field goal percentage and over 50% from long range. And he was 2 for 2 from long range. Again, 7 for 9 from the field and 20 points in this particular game.
He had a nice buzzer beater in that game. It was a nice end of the quarter buzzer beater.
So that was a pretty good
Very
game.
clutch actually.
But a big game for Washington on the road, winning 111-103. Since they got Wall back, they've been I think 2 out there their last 3.
Mm-hmm.
Moving right along, we had the premier game here, where the Houston Rockets going up against the Thunder, the OKC Thunder.
Yeah, man. James Harden's been playing real MVP like all year.
Yeah.
29 and 14.
Big time game.
Rebounds. Capella also had a pretty solid game with 19 points and 10 rebounds.
Right.
But
I have Capella being an all-star this year. I think he's having that kind of year.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow he needs to get into that game. On the other side, the big 3 came to play.
Yes, they did.
Paul George, 24, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. He also had a steal. Steven Adams, 3 blocks, 10 rebounds, 15 points, 7 for 9 from the field.
Mm-hmm.
Westbrook had 31 points, 11 assists, 6 rebounds. Melo added in 20 points and 5 rebounds and 8 for 12 shooting. And Roberson just kind of filled it up. 8 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, couple steals.
Everybody there.
4 steals and 2 blocks.
Yeah,
so he really did what he does. He's one of those Dennis Rodman type of pieces to the Thunder team.
Causing fast breaks, causing easy points.
Right, and on that notion, I want to say I really do think the Thunder can win the championship this year. The more I watch this team, the more I believe they can win it all.
I felt that they was going to be top of the division. I think that was one of the things I said. Like I felt that It's going to take some time.
Yeah.
It's going to take some time. They're going to be up top there. I'm not sure about winning it all this year, but I feel like they're going to win it all.
I think they can win all this year. The reason I say that is because let's say Stephen Curry never is able to find his rhythm again. I think that the Warriors will be wounded. I don't think Kevin Durant is that kind of closer in the playoffs. I think that is Steph Curry. Without Steph Curry leading that ship, I don't think they could get past somebody like a Westbrook and a Paul George ready to get that, ready to win that in 7 games. And then on the other side, I don't think Cleveland got the horses to go 7 games with the Thunder. I think the Warriors would have to be the only team that could beat them. Maybe the Spurs. The Spurs are very talented also.
Yes, they are.
Moving along, though.
Yeah, we had
the Thunder win that game 112-107. But then in the late game, we had the Minnesota Timberwolves head to LA to play the Los Angeles Lakers. Lakers without star point guard Lonzo Ball. They lost this one 121-104 as Timberwolves came to play it.
Yeah, the Timberwolves are looking really solid as a team with the addition of Teague and Butler. Butler's been playing real good defense. He's been closing a lot for them, allowing Wiggins having pretty much one-on-ones and Thompson. But from the Lakers standpoint, I'm really questioning what they're gonna do with Randall. The low in minutes. I think a trade is really coming into, like how you were saying about the trade.
He had a good game,
he had a solid game, but just on 19 minutes.
Yeah, 16.7 rebounds. I do agree. And I think that he would be such a great partner with Lonzo Ball. But they have to play Randall. Like, I love Larry Nance, but I don't think Larry Nance has the same level of talent as Julius Randle.
And if Kuzma is busting 31 points in this game, if Randall's playing more minutes, I'm pretty sure you have a better chance of winning. It looks like it. But I guess they don't. He doesn't fit into their offense, so I guess they're gonna have to they're gonna have to do a trade or something.
There's a few players in these both teams I think deserve trades. Like a Shabazz Muhammad from the Minnesota Timberwolves. I think he has a very talented player that's not getting a lot of minutes. He's somebody that is instant offense off the bench if he's given an opportunity, or even in the starting role. Was a highly recruited high school player, if I remember correctly. And on the other side, like you mentioned, Julius Randle, I think, could be very good with the Kings, playing alongside somebody like De'Aaron Fox, both Kentucky Wildcats former. So, we'll see how that works out with that staff with the NBA. So
that'll be nice. I'll look like freaking Jason Williams and Chris Webber.
That'd be definitely some Steve Nash and Amari Stoudemire coming and at you over and over. Some Gary Payton, and Sean Kemp constantly coming at you. Jason Kidd, Kenyon Martin.
Be interesting.